All right, we are back with Watering the Soul. We are on page 14. This is the thing about life and all its chaos. Most of us are so eager to get to the next moment or memory. We want the next adventure or journey or road to travel. We want our tomorrow so swiftly that so often we forget to be here now. The magic happens when you slow down and take every moment for what it is, a gift. I did fall in love, surely, wholeheartedly, but not all at once. It was patient, soft, an everlasting feeling of forever. When you find such love, there's a part of your heart changed, part of your heart that from that moment forward remains calm. One morning, my eyes opened slowly, and the sunlight met me in a rush of joy and warmth. The light said to me, life has never been about all the things I could acquire, or the days I had hastily filled with the meaningless conversations. It was about slowing down, listening to the way a brook babbles over the land and into the stream, how the honeybees hum softly in the afternoon sunlight, how their little bellies gleam. The light reminded me to listen carefully, to rise above the notion of not enough. For if we don't live in the moment, we miss life's true message of humility. When you are lost, a well of grief grows, overflowing with emotion. It drowns all dreams, hopes, and truths. The constant struggle between thoughts of reason, the memories filled with ache, the fear no one else will ever understand you, all piled on top of one another, so most nights feel unbearable. But just because the anxiety, the loss, and the struggle tell you that you are not strong or capable or deserving of dreams coming true does not mean it is the narrative you belong to. Your story is more than that, more than feeling trapped within the walls of your mind and the fears in your heart. Your story is in the way you continue to carry on each day, each year, every year. There are these moments right as the coffee is spilling, or the glass is filling, or you are tumbling over the hidden tree root, and it feels like time is still, as though you slowly see the seconds as they pull themselves together, and you just know the ending isn't going to be pleasant. You're going to get hurt, or something is going to break, but it happens anyway, and you can't stop it. This is what heartbreak is, those long drawn-out seconds between the falling and the ground, where it feels like no matter what you do, you can't stop the hurt from knocking the breath out of your lungs. I'm kind of sad. Stumbling is a part of life. It happens. You stumble, then you fall, then you get back up again, and you stumble a little more. Once in a while you fall hard, and it takes a little more effort to pull yourself back up again. During these fragile moments, it's the people who remind you of your worth. Those are the ones who care for you in a way no one else ever will. Your healing begins on a day you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the person staring back. They are not the person you have known your whole life, but an empty, withering shadow. You wonder where that person has gone and about the ache that has pushed them so far away. And so you promise this broken version of yourself that you'll find a way back. Just little steps, day by day. And I had finally arrived at the moment of true clarity. I was surrounded by beautiful old trees reaching for the sky and the stars, every line and every mark filled with old wisdom. And they were whispering to themselves and whispering to me that it is important to go about life slowly, to grow with purpose, to take in every thought and action with a deep sense of empathy. Oh, whole lifetime, they say, and yet how fleeting our lives are. Here's the story of someone I used to know. She would hike every forest trail without stopping to admire all of nature in every detail. She would drive every road, sunrise to sunset, without noticing the sky and all its beauty, impossible to forget. She would hold conversations along the way without pausing to ask the person if they were having a good day. She would rush from one day to the next, eager to move quickly through each and every step. For a fear of choosing to spend her time sitting still meant that, in the end, she would be left unfulfilled. And at first, she did not see that living life like a race and spending every day consumed with such haste meant she had missed out on the beauty of dreaming and learning what it truly means to be a human being. That someone was me, and it took some time, but eventually this is what I came to find. For all the moments I have had and all the things I've seen, taking the time to truly be here is the happiest I've ever been. If you want to believe, then believe in honest conversations. Believe in putting your best foot forward. Believe in the kindness of others, the warmth of the sun, the beauty of the ocean. Believe in slowing down and appreciating all of life's most intimate and tiny details. Believe in wonder, adventure, and the nostalgia of marshmallows around campfires. Believe in art galleries, bookstores, observatories, and the power of other people's stories. I like that. Believe. Believe, believe. We took the long way home, through back roads and over the mountain pass. You wanted to see the trees, glistening with frost as the day faded away. I had been grateful because spending time with you was like listening to the rain right before I fall asleep. Being around you was like lying down in the middle of a meadow, arms wide, feeling the earth beneath my skin, knowing that a beautiful story was about to begin. You were quiet for so long, eyes glistening in the sunlight, watching the mountains in the distance. Thank you, you had then said and reached across to take my hand in yours. I had shrugged and asked what for as you continued to stare out the window. And after a moment and a long exhale, you said, because with you, I can finally breathe. Be conscious of every breath that you inhale and exhale. Feel the way your chest rises and falls, the way a current moves through your body. Imagine yourself as a rising mountains, the glowing sun, the running river. There is a world within you, earth in your heart, air in your lungs, fire in your soul. Picture every breath working to make you whole. The world places such emphasis on defining things. People want answers right away to put labels on things that don't otherwise make sense to them. They want justification and instant gratification. They want things now, so much so that they can be too impatient to wait and see what may come or what may be. But the magic of life is not about definitions and labels. It's about love, about finding the beauty in everyday motions of life. The next time you find yourself sitting in the front seat of your car, stop for a minute. Imagine the glass windshield as the universe. Now pay special attention to the tiniest speck of dust glistening in the sunlight. That speck is Earth, where we live and breathe. How small we are compared with the vastness of the universe, but how important it is to live every day with purpose. Here I was, and I was thinking about life and how it can be demanding, how there are just some days that feel worse than others, that feel as though every moment was made to make me feel less than I am. What to do when all the thoughts feel all-consuming? How do I go about my days when I feel so out of place? When no matter how hard I try, it seems far easier to hide. And so I thought of all the breaths I had taken so far, of all the steps I had already made, of all the memories I had woven, the dreams I'd had, the hearts I had held. And I continued to think of these things as I went about my day. Because when the struggle feels like too much and the day feels like I have swallowed the sun, I remind myself of all the miles I have come and the journey I have begun. All right, we'll end it there for today. Continue more tomorrow.